Scorpio, and welcome to your spiritual reading for the end of May and the month of June. This reading is for all Scorpio placements, but if for some reason this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. This is also a general reading, so not everything may resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And lastly, before we get into this reading, I'd like to quickly mention that if you ever want to book a reading with me, you can do that straight through my Etsy shop. I currently offer a twin flame reading, love reading, and a spiritual reading. However, I'm going to be offering more readings soon, so favorite my shop to stay updated. But let's go ahead and get started here. So today I'm going to tap into your energy only, so keep an open mind because anything can come through. I'm going to start by pulling what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, rooting you, recent past, and what you need to know. Okay, Spirit, what is at the center of Scorpio right now? Oh my gosh, Scorpio. We have the Devil. What's going on with you guys? What's crossing this energy? Damn, we have the Tower with the King of Swords. Oh no, this is the Queen of Swords. They both came out in the reverse, so I'm going to take them like that. Seven of Swords as your rooting energy. Recent past is the Hermit. What you need to know is the King of Pentacles. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Okay, Scorpio. So I feel that you're dealing with some feelings of ambiguity, confusion, fears. A lot of fears and doubts are taking the front seat in your life right now. And I feel that in the month of June, you're going to be working through that. I think you have limiting beliefs about yourself. And with the Moon here, it's that you struggle to really have faith in yourself, to believe in yourself. So there is a lot of fears and paranoia that are clouding your judgment right now, especially with that Devil. Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's like you don't believe that you'll have what you want. The Empress over here. It's like you know your worth. Some days you know your worth. Some days you're happy, you're confident. But then this Moon on other days just comes crashing down and you're kind of back at square one trying to convince yourself that you're worthy of your dreams and your wishes. So that could be what you're dealing with here this month. I feel that your soul is ready to level up, but your ego kind of keeps it down because your ego is scared. Your ego thinks that you're not worthy. So let's brace ourselves. Hopefully this reading isn't too dark. I mean, it's Scorpio fashion. Nothing is ever on the surface. It's always a very deep energy with you guys. So at your center is the Devil. So yes, there is some type of codependency in your behaviors during this time. Maybe you're codependent on another person, or this is simply just self-limiting beliefs within yourself of not feeling worthy, like I mentioned. And I do see that you're trying to work through that, but every time you try to work through that, it's like something happens and then you get kicked down even more. I'm getting this energy of, you know, people say like, kick me, like don't kick me while I'm down. Like I feel like you feel kicked while you're down already. So I don't know why that's happening though. Let's see if we can get a little deeper. Okay, the Knight of Wands shot out with the World card. There's this impulsive feeling about you with the Knight of Wands that maybe that's what makes you feel a little bit inconsistent. But with the World card, it tells me that this is definitely a cycle that needs to end. It needs to close. I do think it's closing here. The Knight of Wands too, though, I kind of do feel that this is your desire to close this cycle out, to no longer feed into this Devil energy, to no longer feed the darkness, because I do think you're feeding it, especially with that Moon. It's like you're feeding that darkness. It's like you're putting salt on the wound, kind of what I feel. Yeah, Page of Swords. This is overthinking, overanalyzing. So I think that's what it is. It's you're your own mind playing tricks on you. And with the Knight of Wands, it's like you trying to get out of your head and taking action instead of living in your head. Crossing this energy is a Tower, so yes, this has been very difficult for you. Divine intervention is coming through here to make you aware of how you could be sabotaging yourself. And I think you're starting to recognize how you're sabotaging yourself because of this divine intervention, but even that was hard. Judgment, yep, it's part of your awakening. It's part of you finding your truth, finding your many layers. You're shedding many layers right now. 7 of Cups is a very confusing time for you. It's like you don't really know what's what right now. Yeah, the divine had to step in and tell you to focus on yourself, realize your worth, because you've been deceiving yourself for far too long. It's okay to believe in yourself. It's okay to have these wishes and dreams and believe that they're going to manifest. But this is going to take a lot of work on your part. I feel that you really, really have to rewire your mindset, sort of start from ground zero, work your way up. And it might be difficult for you, but there's nothing that a Scorpio can't do. What's crowning this is the Queen of Swords, but she was in the reverse. So I feel that, yeah, you could feel irritable. You could feel like a hot mess as you're dealing with this energy. And it's totally understandable because I feel that you feel you're kind of being pulled through the mud here. Queen of Swords, when she's in the reverse, she's not the nicest person. Like I said, you could feel irritable. If someone says something to you, I feel like you really clash. You say whatever's on your mind with no filter, and then you regret it later. Yeah, we have the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Cups falling out to clarify the Queen of Swords. So I think someone hurt you, or you have some type of wound that you still carry when it comes to love, unconditional love. It could start from your childhood. And this is a wound that was never healed. But I think this situation right now, whatever cycle you find yourself that is really difficult, is making you face that wound and heal it. You could be trying to run away from it, but Spirit is saying, no, we have to deal with this now or it's going to continue. But I feel like you are trying to cope with this. You're trying to numb yourself by being on your phone, on social media. It's like you don't want to face your truth, but you know you have to. And you've been through a lot, and that's why you're kind of just like, ugh, what else? Yeah, the Hermit, you're trying to stay to yourself, stay low-key, focus on yourself, do the inner work, soul-searching. I feel like you're just trying to make it through the day, because that's how chaotic the energy feels. Like you could be extremely introverted right now. You kind of just want to be left alone. And people are kind of wondering like, what's wrong with Scorpio? And you don't even want to explain to people what's going on, because that would be a whole conversation that you're probably not ready to have. What's rooting this energy is the 7 of Swords. So this tells me that you're realizing your self-sabotaging ways. And I think it's going to get to the point where you have this wake-up call and think like, what am I doing? I need to change something. You could lose an opportunity of some kind, or you might take an L of some kind that you're going to be like, damn. But it's going to be the reason that you get your shit together ultimately. Okay, just wanted this one. 2 of Cups. Okay, so there's definitely a significant relationship in your life, and that could be the relationship where you take an L. Maybe something happens in the relationship. Maybe your partner tells you like, hey, you're not really acting yourself. Like, can we talk about it? What's going on? Page of Swords again. It's like you get a little bit defensive and you're kind of like, I don't really want to talk about it. But then your partner might say like, well, if you don't help me, I can't. You know, it's like I don't think they're going to threaten breaking up with you or anything, but I really feel like they're going to tell you like it's not fun to be in a relationship with someone who isn't opening up. I don't think they're going to judge you for it, for what you're feeling. I think they just want to know so they can help you. So I think your partner is going to figure out something about you and they're going to confront you about it, but it's going to be a healing conversation when that happens. And if it's not a romantic partner, it's definitely like a sibling or a friend, someone you can trust, someone you can confide in. So if you do feel that there's someone in your life that you can talk to about this, definitely do that, because I think it's going to be a healing conversation. Recent past is the Hermit. So yeah, it's like you shut yourself off. You're kind of like, this energy is too intense. I'm just going to mind my business, do my own thing, go into hermit mode, and figure out what the hell is going on with me. Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're taking action though. You're not being unproductive. Like, you're being productive about this. You're being proactive. There we go. You're being proactive about this. It's like, you know, there's something up and you recognize it and you're trying to work on it, but it's hard, right? That devil energy is not an easy energy to deal with. Even if you know there's something you need to work on, it's like an addiction. It's like, you know, you're addicted to something, you know, you shouldn't be doing it, but as hard as you try to quit, there's relapses. It's hard, right? So it's like, this is you trying to do something about this energy, but it's hard. It requires a lot of patience on your part. It requires a lot of energy too, and that can be really difficult. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you, again, with that energy, it's like you're going inward, you're keeping to yourself, you're not really letting anyone in right now. I also get a very escapist energy with the Eight of Wands. It's like maybe you're escaping your emotions by going on drives or doing something for a thrill, like to feel something. And if it's not so literal, it's definitely figurative. What you need to know is the King of Pentacles. So I like this. I feel like this is going to be the turn of events for you. I feel like you are definitely going to find this groundedness that you are. You are the King of Pentacles. And there's much good. There's a lot positive in you. You know, don't be so focused on this dark energy. You're probably beating yourself up a lot, thinking like, I'm a failure. You know, I'm stuck in this dark circle and I don't know how to get out of it. But with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like Spirit wants me to remind you that you are worthy. You have everything you need. There's nothing missing for you. I think it's all in your head. It could be like a mental illness of some kind, to be honest, like depression or anxiety, etc. But I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you're not those things. You're not your darkness. You're more than that. You do have the power to persevere and get through this cycle. Eight of Cups. Yeah, exactly. You have the power to evolve from the situation. You don't have to stay here if you don't want to. And I see you evolving and moving into the next chapter in your life. Because you want to. You want better for yourself. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're going to have to really learn and be a student at life here to figure out what next steps to take. But your potential is definitely the King of Pentacles. You just have to be willing, and I do see you that you are very willing to help yourself get out of this dark cycle. Okay, Scorpio, so I do see that this is going to get better, so keep hanging in there. You're worthy, you're loved, you're protected. All right, let's finish it off with some oracle cards to get some final messages. The next step, daily steps toward your dream, manageable goals, mentorship, doors opening, success. Yeah, so I think what's really important for you right now is mentorship. So definitely find someone you can trust that can help you get out of this. Maybe someone who's been through this already, or a therapist of some kind, a Reiki healer, but definitely look towards assistance in this. You don't have to do this alone. Flamingo at the bottom of the deck, enjoying friends, balance in chaos, dealing with your emotions, mastering your energy vibration. Yeah, so I think you're still very much a high functioning human. It's not like you're completely just in bed all day either, but I feel like you're still learning to have fun in this, so that's good. You know, don't completely close yourself off. Don't forget to live life. Okay, final message. This is from the Oracle of the Fairies. Why is this card so popular? We have look in a book. Wherever your question right now, whatever your question right now, you will find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Okay, but I am feeling a different energy for you guys with this card. Definitely pick up a self-help book. I think that's really going to help you. There's so many good ones out there, so I really hope that can help you. Books like that have really helped me, like positive, what's the word? Yeah, they're called like positive talk books. Like those are going to be really good for you. At the bottom of the deck is Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Beautiful. Yeah, so there is definitely a gateway opening up for you, Scorpio. You just have to not be afraid. And that's the catch, right? Because I do sense a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of fears. So once you rid those fears, this gateway is going to open up for you. And I definitely see that happening for you. All right, Scorpio, so that is what I have for you during this time. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you some clarity and insight during this time frame. If it resonated, please let me know and drop a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.